guys, what's up? It's Malkazoki, and welcome back to The Binding of Isaac. So, I have just been absolutely hopelessly addicted to this game lately. Not sure why, it's just so much fun. But anyway, there's a couple objectives that I do need to complete before I go back to the challenge runs, because if you haven't been watching previous episodes, I've just been having a lot of difficulty with the challenge runs, so I decided to take a break from those, and play the normal game, which for the most part is a little bit easier, until I get better and good enough to beat the challenge runs. So I have defeated Mom's Heart with every character except Eve and Samson. I haven't unlocked Samson. So my current objectives are unlocking Samson, beating Mom's Heart with Eve, and then beating Mom's Heart with Samson. So what we're going to be doing is going with Eve. And Eve, I would say, out of all the characters I have unlocked, I think Samson is the most difficult character to play with. But of all the ones that I do have unlocked, Eve is probably the hardest to play with. Because the only way that she's actually kind of good is if you're really good at not taking damage, or if you get lucky and get a ton of spirit hearts, which neither of those things really apply to me for the most part. So I did pull cellar instead of basement to start off with, which isn't great, but it's okay. And Eve's special abilities is she starts with the dead bird, which is a little guy that comes out when if you take damage during a room, and he leaves as soon as you are move on to the next room. So our first upgrade that we get is Stigmata, which is damage and health up, one of the best items in the game in my opinion, because I think damage and health are the two best upgrades in the game. So we got a very good upgrade to start out with, and we're at 3 hearts now. Eve does start out with 2 hearts, which makes her a little bit more difficult to play with. In addition to starting with the dead bird, also if she gets down to 1/2 of a red heart or less, you can have less if you have spirit hearts and no red hearts left. You trade in all your red hearts for spirit hearts using Guppy's Paw or something like that. If that happens, then she goes into the cursed state and her damage and speed are increased by quite a bit. So it's really good if you can end up collecting a lot of red hearts, or if you just get Guppy's Paw. I mean, if you end up collecting a lot of spirit hearts, or if you get Guppy's Paw and then get like the relic or the miter, or both, or something like that, some combination of those, so you have a really good way of sustaining the hearts, and then Eve becomes actually pretty powerful. But without that, her damage is just very low. So that's kind of a negative with her. She has the lowest damage modifier of all the characters in the game, so that's something you got to watch out for. But anyway, fighting Pin here, who's one of the easier bosses in the game, but also one of the more annoying ones, just because he takes a while to kill when you aren't dealing a whole lot of damage. I don't have any bombs. I'll just get hit. I was okay with taking that hit because the dead bird comes out and he can help me a little bit, and I will get healed up after this fight anyway. So we get another health upgrade, so I'm up to 4 red hearts now, and move down to the next floor. Looking pretty good. 2 health upgrades in the first floor. That's kind of rare. That does not usually happen. So it's probably going to take me several attempts to get a run where I get lucky enough to actually defeat Mom's Heart, and I do say lucky enough because I can't really do it unless I get some pretty good items during the item rooms, and if I don't get good items, I won't beat Mom's Heart because I'm just not good enough at this game to do that quite yet. But anyway, destroying this face, kind of annoying because again, Eve has really low damage. There is a key in there, which means I will be able to access my item room. I'm not getting locked out of an item room today. I would like some bombs and also some tinted rocks, and the small rock would be great. So one thing you can do with Eve is, well, if you get hit during a room, you can just send your dead bird out and try to get him to attack the enemies. He doesn't seem too willing to do it right now, but come on, he's right there. Get him. Bird. Oh my goodness, the dead bird took a while. I keep getting hit there. That was a mistake. Anyway, I should be fine. We find the item room here, hopefully something good, and it is the miter. Wow, so 2 actual really good item pulls. The miter gives, I think, a 50% chance for every time that you get a red heart, it will actually be a spirit heart. So now if I got Guppy's Paw or something, I would trade in all of my red hearts for spirit hearts, and I would actually have my damage and speed increased by a lot, and I would become pretty darn powerful. I don't think that's going to happen, but we can always hope. But yeah, now I believe it's 50% is the number of all the red hearts I get will be spirit hearts now, so that's pretty cool. Anyway, what is this called? Like a whole bunch of hives, I think. These are like the bomb hives though, I believe, so they drop bombs when you kill them. Or no, never mind, they are just the regular fly hives. One thing that would be really nice is actually, skate hole. I'm just thinking about that right now because that's like one of my favorite items in the game because I really struggle with dodging some of these shooting flies a lot. So skate hole is always an item I really like to have, but usually that's a pretty rare drop from an arcade, so I can't really be expecting to get that. Anyway, killed all the flies here without taking any damage. It doesn't look like any of these rocks are tinted rocks, unfortunately. But I should definitely be getting a whole lot of spirit hearts during this run. It would be so cool if I got like something like the relic, because I now can get the relic from item rooms and such, because I unlocked it by beating Mom's Heart with Maggie. And that would be awesome if I could get that. I would visit the sacrifice room if I hadn't taken damage earlier on in the floor, but I did, so I'm not going to. And might as well explore this last room here. And there is a gray chest, which I will open as soon as I take out this meat guy. He's being troublesome. I wish you'd come over nearby this gray chest so I could hit him with a bomb, but I don't think that's going to happen. That was stupid taking that damage at the very end there. Anyway, we'll blow this up, and hopefully there'll be a red heart in there. Nope, a still heart. That was probably because of the miter that I got that. And a sacrifice room, or a pain room. I don't know which one. One of them is like called a sacrifice room, the other room is called something else. I don't know the exact names of them. But anyway, go into the boss, pretty low in health, but I should be fine. And usually the boss drops a fair amount of red hearts. And also he'll most likely drop some soul hearts. Yeah, it is Monstro, so it's just a regular Monstro. It's not a champion version or anything, so I will be completely fine. This fight might take a little while just because Eve has really low damage, but I shouldn't be taking any damage unless something goes horribly wrong. Monstro is usually quite easy to dodge, but his you just gotta remember, if you do get hit by him, his little balls there, they do like a full heart of damage if they hit you. And you can just kind of get him trapped into an animation where it keeps shooting at you. I think if you stand at a certain distance, he just shoots at you over and over, which is really easy to dodge. And then it doesn't look like we have any tinted rocks in this room, so unfortunately not getting too lucky with the tinted rocks yet. Gone 2 floors without seeing one. It's a bit unfortunate. It would be cool if I could get Guppy's Paw though. I don't know if that would be worth it taking it now. I guess if I got a Devil Room and Guppy's Paw was offered, I'd take it, but I probably wouldn't use it until I got a few more health upgrades. I don't feel very comfortable at the amount of health that I'm at right now. But we'll see. Monstro fight, again, taking a while. But that's just because of Eve's relatively low damage. I very nearly got hit there because I was too close to the wall, and which is not a good position to be in. And we get Mom's Lipstick, which is a range up, and only half of a red heart dropped. So that's a bit unfortunate, but there should be more drops, and hopefully I get the caves and not the catacombs, but I did get the catacombs. So I will only take this if it's a good item. It is not. You know, it's probably worth doing this, but no, I'm not going to. If I end up being almost at the boss and I'm really low on health, I will come back and do that, but otherwise I won't. So the nice thing about these rooms is a lot of characters really struggle with this room here, where it has the 4 bomb hives or husks or whatever they're called. But Eve does not struggle so much because she's actually pretty darn fast. So her speed does make up for some of her shortcomings. Not most, but some. So I got hit once there, which is, it is possible to avoid taking any damage in this room, but it is pretty darn hard. We get the Flat Penny, which is a great drop, and what that does is 50% of all coin drops have a chance, when I pick them up, it has a 50% chance of giving me a key. Just taking a drink there. And I haven't been looking for any secret rooms yet, but if I come across an abundance of bombs, I definitely will. But this will definitely mean I won't have to struggle with keys, since I imagine I'll be getting a fair amount of coin drops. You usually do. Pills here, I'll take it. So I found pills, which does nothing. It's only a cosmetic effect, but it has no gameplay difference on how effective you are. So that's good, I guess, that it doesn't hurt me, but what's not good is this room. really difficult to be dodging damage here since there's a whole ton of eternal flies out. And also these bee lickers, which, okay, I have the dead bird out. I did get hit, which is a bad thing, but I also have the dead bird out, which is a good thing, usually. Also, I found the dead bird's AI is a little bit wonky. He has a hard time, you know, staying focused. He actually does a fair amount of damage, especially considering Eve's damage is so low. But the dead bird has a really hard time focusing on enemies, and his EI is just... His AI, what's that supposed to mean? His AI is just a little bit wonky and doesn't always do too well. So I got hit again there, which means I have the dead bird again for this room. I prefer not to be getting hit, although since I do have the miter, I should be getting a lot of health back. Sacrifice room there, which I will not be accessing. So I'm going to save this. I imagine that the secret room is going to be here, but I'm going to save my bomb just in case there's a tinted rock, because I'd rather a tinted rock than a secret room. Chest there, it actually would be worth accessing, because I don't think I'll have any shortage of keys. I want to make sure that I have a key to open my item room yet, though, because I haven't opened my item room yet, so hopefully I'll like get a key from this room or something, which I do. So, golden chest or attempt to find the secret room. I think the golden chest would be a better bet, so that's what I'm going to access here. And then I'll use my other key to find the secret room. Golden chests usually drop keys as well. So, we get Mom's Heals, which is another range up, which is okay. So I can shoot, I guess, almost all the way across the room now. Range ups aren't particularly useful unless you get a lump of coal from Krampus, and then they're pretty useful because what the lump of coal does is it increases your damage based on how far away you shoot. So we got speed ball, which is speed plus shot speed up, which is a new item that I've never discovered before. So I can shoot all the way across the room because it did increase my range, and it looks like I'm firing a little bit faster, so it increased my overall DPS by just a little bit. So not a great item to get, but I am pretty darn fast now, which means I will be able to, I guess, maneuver a little bit better. It's always good to have a couple speed upgrades so you can dodge shots easier, but too many speed upgrades makes it really hard to avoid enemies, so you don't want too many of them. The speed upgrades are helpful during this floor because it means I can dodge this guy, the blighted ovum, really well. So I got hit there, but that means I get the dead bird now. I got hit again. And usually this boss fight is actually really easy. This is one of my favorite ones in the game because I almost never take damage against it, and there I did, but that's a bit unfortunate. I'm trying, this boss room, I gotta admit, is just so much easier if you have the ability to fly, which I obviously do not have in this run. So I have no more spirit hearts left. I lost those, but I get Squeezy, which is 2 more spirit hearts. I get a full red heart, so I'm nearly full health, and another spirit heart as well, so sitting on quite a lot of health, which is good. Again, Guppy's Paw would be nice, and the Relic would be nice. If I had those 2 upgrades, I think I would actually have a pretty good chance here. But we'll see. So a room full of green guys, which is usually pretty problematic, and I'm trapped in a corner, which means I'm probably dead. I actually got out of there. I keep forgetting that you can't run through enemies in this game, so I just lost 3 full spirit hearts. That's great. Actually, it's not great. I'm being sarcastic there, but I did just lose 3 full spirit hearts because I trapped myself in the corner. I can't even tell you how many runs I've had that have ended because I do that. I don't know why I do that. I know it's a very stupid mistake to make, but I do it for some reason. I really don't know what causes me to think it's a good idea to put myself in the corner, but it's a mistake I quite often make. So there is absolutely no way to dodge damage there because that one green guy went up to the top for some reason, even though I was at the bottom. Usually don't do that. It's just the enemy AI was being weird. So you get short odd mushroom, which increases my fire rate by quite a bit. It also decreases my damage, but overall your damage is increased because you're firing like twice as fast. And it looks like it did increase my speed a little bit more. So again, I'm getting all these rooms, which is really hard to dodge damage. So I'm firing incredibly fast, but the actual bullets that I'm firing aren't doing a whole lot of damage. That's a bit unfortunate, but anyway, we'll make it work. And I still haven't killed a single bee licker, and these guys do not have very much health, so this just goes to show how bad my damage is right now. I've only had 1 damage up, but with Eve, her starting damage is so low, and then I've had the damage down as well, so I don't know. Eve's damage is just so low, it really makes it difficult sometimes unless you get a very powerful items, or unless you are able to live off of entirely spirit hearts and can be in the curse state the entire run. So we get a room full of greed heads here, which is pretty much impossible to not take damage from. I don't think I've ever seen an Isaac player in any situation come across this particular room right here and not take damage. It's just, they're very difficult to dodge, and they have absolutely gobs and gobs of health. And speaking of gobs and gobs of health, I was doing so good on health just a few rooms ago, and now all the health is just gone, so that's kind of unfortunate. But anyway, let's continue on. Hopefully just find a way to heal up. A full health pill or something would be pretty nice. Key here, I don't have a bomb, so I can't even access that. I don't think it'd be worth it anyway. And we get the spider guy, which the little spider nub is the best one to take out first. And I think the green nubs are actually the easiest ones to dodge, so I try to take out the red ones before the green ones. I guess I could just escape from this room. Since I don't have to come back here, there wouldn't be any really bad negative effects to doing that, but take him out hopefully, and I get health for this room, but I do not, so it's a bit unfortunate. And we get a room full of baddies and also an arcade, so I'm definitely going to be accessing that arcade. And I'm now in the cursed state, as you can see, and on half a heart, so I'm definitely going to be accessing that arcade. I think it's really important to play that, even though I only have 8 cents. I need to play that, and I'll blow everything up as well. So, nickel there, unfortunately, did not give me, well, it's a nickel, which is a good thing, but unfortunately it didn't give me any life up, which is a bad thing. 2 soul hearts from the gambling, or the small rock there. I can't believe I got hit there. Oh my goodness, this is just embarrassing. I actually got hit by the skull game guy. I should get a key for that. Really, I picked up 3 cents and I got no key. That's pretty darn unlucky. 2 cents and a nickel even, and I got no key. Usually you get keys really often with this flat penny. I don't even know if it's given me a key yet. Maybe one. But not doing too well when it comes to keys. There we go. There's a key from the flat penny, so that helps. I definitely will be like blowing, providing I get bombs at least, because usually you do get a fair amount of bombs as drops from the slot machine and the skull game guy, and I'll definitely be blowing stuff up. There's a full red heart. I'll blow the blood bank up first, as long as I get a bomb, and because that one is, you know, has by far the highest chance of dropping hearts, and we get another full red heart. If I had more sense, I could like stay in here and attempt to get a blood bag. I can't believe I got hit there again. That fly like spawned right on top of me. That doesn't normally happen. It's pretty unlucky. Getting another nickel. Getting another nickel. So that helps a little bit. Picking up all these cents, not getting any keys. Maybe it's not a 50% chance. I just always heard that it was a 50% chance to get keys from picking up coins. But anyway, we're gonna spend the rest of the money on the skull game, even though he does take a while to play. It's definitely worth it in the long run. It's better than dying and ending off the run early, I think. So a full heart and a spear heart, and if I get any more regular heart drops, I can definitely just play the blood bank, which would be awesome. A ton of bombs, so he's really paying out quite well. Come on, man, give me some hearts. That would be great. I am gonna blow up the blood bank regardless. After I finish the floor, of course, just in case I run across some more cents or red heart drops. But yeah, after I finish the floor, I will blow up the blood bank regardless, because with the miter, it can drop soul hearts, which would be awesome. So I definitely want to be going down to the next floor with as much health as possible. So this arcade really saved me. I think I would be... Oh my goodness, I placed a bomb by accident. Oh well. We only had 1 cent left anyway. Hope this is a good pill. Health down. Well, that was the worst pill in the game. And I seem to get it an awful lot. I'm not sure why. There's a shop there I can't access. Well, I can access that, but I only have 1 cent, so there's not really much point in doing so. But anyway, yeah, no good pills this run, which is really unfortunate. I hate getting health down, because it just feels like, oh my goodness. When I get that health down, it feels like, you know, this run is over, there's nothing I can do, I'm doomed. That's what it feels like anyway. I do have 4 bombs, so I think I am going to be checking for the secret room in a couple locations. First of which is going to be here, although I have a suspicion it's probably near the sacrifice room. Oh, there it is. Never mind. And a whole bunch of cents, which should give me some keys. I could access the shop. Got a ton of keys from that, which was really nice. If I get 4 more cents, I definitely will be accessing the shop. I might as well access it anyway, because I have 11 keys, just to see what's in there, see if I need to be attempting to save up more money or not. Oh, it's greed. Okay. Again, it appears that you can, in fact, get greed on your first shop of the game, which I was always under the impression that greed couldn't be in your first shop, but you can, because this is the second time I've had this happen, so you can have greed in the first shop of the game, which is obviously incredibly annoying. He will drop a lot of cents, which will give me a lot of keys, which I don't really need, because I guess it means I can just open all future gold chests that I find, although I kind of already had the ability to do that, because I still have 10 keys. I cannot believe I got hit. And I shouldn't be getting hit, because I'm so fast, I can just dodge enemy attacks quite easily. But at the same time, my damage is so bad, this fight just takes, like, years. This sucks. The health down pill really hurts, so, obviously this run is not going to be a success. I think I can pretty much already guarantee that. So I got a whole bunch of cents, so I can definitely visit the shop on the next floor. 2 hearts, which will heal me. If I get down to like 1 heart left, I'll use that, and then I'll boost my health up by 2 red hearts again. But anyway, really not looking like a good run. The first floor, it's unfortunate because the first floor was so good with the 2 health ups, and then every floor since then has just been absolutely awful. In terms of luck and in terms of, you know, my overall play. So no way to avoid damage during that since I was trapped into a corner. I really hate how the AI walks sometimes. Like, I'm trying to stand on one side of the room and hoping that the AI follows me, and sometimes it does, but more often than not it does not. So we're going to the boss with 3 hearts and next to no damage. So we fight the Hollow, and if I do some good bomb placements, this actually could turn out to be a pretty easy boss fight. As I said, bomb placement, easy boss fight. So I think I had an absolute excellent placement of the bomb there, and it really did like most of the damage during the Hollow, which is good because I can't do hardly any damage with my tears. So that makes it a lot easier. Anyway, these smaller Hollows should be a lot easier to dodge. I say should be, that doesn't mean that they are, it just means that they should be. And, okay, the Hollow is dead. We get Cat of Nine Tails, which, well, I pretty much hate getting this item, but I get it a lot. So it's one of the most common items in the game, one of the most common boss drops. And we get Necropolis 1, which pretty much means I'm dead. That's, you know, for the most part, just means I'm screwed. I can't believe I get hit there. Anyway, I will try my best, but for the most part, I think I'm screwed. But yeah, so there's red nubs here, which are annoying, but, you know, not the end of the world. If that one doesn't shoot, that's good. There's a gold chest there, which I can open. I really should open, because I might as well. I really wish those green nubs could destroy the traps, but they can't. Gonna take him out. Hopefully get a soul heart. Nope. We open the chest, and we get 2 cents and a key. I want to be careful around these traps, although I'm so fast, I don't think it really matters anyway. I probably should go back and check for that secret room. And I'm gonna definitely open up this chest, and we get a soul heart, a key. So, sitting on like 21 keys now, I think I have more than enough keys. I have a feeling, a pretty good feeling that the secret room is going to be here. So even though I only have 2 bombs, I'm going to check it anyway. And no, it is not. Which sucks, but it's not the end of the world. So we'll go in here, and not really finding any enemies during this floor. This is odd. And we'll get a soul heart from that fire, which is a really good drop. Still, no enemies. I don't think I've run across any enemies yet, except for those nubs, which is a little bit weird. Anyway, I'm going to check down here for the secret room, see if it's there. Pick up Epic Fetus. But no, we do get a trinket machine, or a fortune teller, which has a drop rate for soul hearts, and could also get me a better trinket, because, I mean, Flat Penny is good to start with, but now that I have 22 keys, it's, you know, pretty much useless to me right now. But this could be a game saver if this pays out well and gives me a lot of soul hearts. Of course, I did have a, well, never mind. But I did have a run a while ago where I put 25 cents into the trinket machine and did not get a single soul heart, and I was pretty upset. But and we get another trinket machine, so I'm gonna blow the rest of my money on this one. Try to get, I think cancer would be awesome, and we get the goat's hoof, which is not awesome, but some soul hearts would be awesome. That first trinket machine, or I don't know what to call them, fortune teller machines, I guess. That first fortune teller was really cool. If we could get the crystal ball, that would be really cool as well. It pays out, and this one explodes right away. Okay, well, that sucked. But anyway, I'm going to just stick with the flat penny, even though I am going to have 22 keys after this. Go into the shop, and it's not greed, which is awesome. So I believe that is the Book of Revelations. Yes, it is. And this gives me a soul heart once every 6 rooms, so that's pretty good. Again, we are getting the soul hearts to kind of help out a little bit here. So sitting on 6 health, I thought I was just dead as soon as I came into this floor, but it turns out to be quite the opposite. So I really just need to find my item room, and then I'll be good to go. So I could trade a bomb here for a bomb, but I don't think that's a very wise idea. I already found the regular secret room, so really, I don't think I'm going to be winning, though, unless there's something absolutely amazing in the item room, but we'll see. That is always a possibility. A couple Eternal Flies here, which I will not destroy, but we get another Soul Heart, which is actually really cool. So I'm getting absolutely tons and tons of Soul Hearts. So a room full of nubs here, so I gotta say, this is by far the best Necropolis I've ever had. I don't think I've ever used the words best and Necropolis in the same sentence, but there's a first time for everything, and this Necropolis floor was really, really good. So my dead bird is chasing around the Eternal Fly there. Pointless, obviously, because he can't damage it. And a whole bunch of money here, which is going to add up to a whole ton of keys that I no longer need. Up to 23 keys, that's the most I've ever had. Gold chest there, could pay out, probably won't, so... I think the odds are I'd probably take more damage than is justified for, like... Oh my goodness, I'm getting hit so much here. If I had the Nun's Habit, this would be completely fine. So, I don't know. It maybe on the next floor I could... Oh my goodness, the amount of damage I'm taking is just ridiculous. Okay, so I lost like 3 full soul hearts there. I'm just so bad at this game. I don't even know what to say anymore. I am just so terrible at Isaac. But, regardless, hopefully I find my item room soon. And here is my item room. Room full of bee lickers, which is fine. I much prefer those to hangers and greed heads, because hangers and greed heads equals, well, me taking a ton of damage. It just does. So I really hate getting those rooms. It's like most of the rooms in Isaac are pretty manageable, but when I get fish guys or greed heads, there's like -2 or 3 hearts in just one room, so that's really frustrating. As you can probably imagine, another key there that is completely useless to me, and we get the Spelunker's helmet, which I'm honestly not very happy about, but anyway. I don't remember if this one reveals the top secret room to you, or if that's just the X-ray goggles. I don't think it does reveal the top secret room to me, but on my way back, I will just like go through all the rooms, and hopefully the top secret room will be revealed. I don't know why I went back through that door, but yeah, it would be really good to get the top secret room, because you know they always have a possibility of dropping some really good stuff. So, and there it is. Okay, it does reveal the top secret room. So I'll definitely be accessing that, and you know, possibly getting something good. Most likely not. And we get an Eternal Heart, which is definitely a good thing. So I'll pick that up. Even though I'll probably lose it during the boss fight, which I'll try my best not to. I don't know why I went this way. But yeah, Eternal Heart. As long as I don't lose this during the boss fight, that will be a great upgrade. I can take 8 hits on the boss, which might sound like a ton, but again, you got to remember that this is me, and there's a very great possibility that I could just take a ton of hits at the boss. So we get what's his face, Conquest, it looks like, who is not an easy boss fight exactly. One of the hardest boss fights in the game, actually. But can I avoid taking 8 hits against him? I don't know. I just completely walked into that damage right there for no reason. I could have avoided it, and I just walked into it. I've taken 4 hits already. Dodged his attack, and oh my goodness, I could get the pony, which is a flying item, from this boss. I mean, providing that I actually survive. I think there's actually a pretty high chance that I will just die during this boss fight. Just walked into that damage again, and yeah, I mean, I'm 1/3 dead, and like half of my health is already gone, so I'll definitely be losing this Eternal Heart. I don't know why I'm struggling so much with this boss fight, or why I struggle so much with this game in general. I'm just really bad at it, obviously. And of course, I could have easily avoided that, and I just walked into the damage. I don't understand why I'm doing this. But again, hopefully I'll at least be able to kill Conquest. Usually you can avoid his Crack the Sky attack if you stand in one of the lower... Oh my goodness, just barely missed him with the bomb there. That would have been so helpful. So he's not even half dead. I gotta say, I don't think I'm going to be beating Eve anytime soon. Eve is just too hard to play with. I'm sorry. And that Crack the Sky attack hit me, but it didn't kill me, which is a bit weird. But yeah, in my opinion, Eve is just too hard to play with. I'm sorry. It's too difficult for me. I can't do it. So somehow dodged that Crack the Sky attack. I don't know how. I had 2 beams of light that like just almost hit me. So one more hit, and then I'll use my 2 of Hearts, I suppose, which will help me restore a little bit of health. And, you know, I very well might actually be able to beat this boss fight, which would be surprising. In my opinion, though, this is like the hardest boss of the game. I've never struggled this much with any boss before, personally. Even just meeting bosses for the first time. The first time I ever met the Fallen, the first time I faced him, I struggled a lot with him. But I've never taken, like, what, 6 or 7 hits during a boss before, ever, so that's definitely a new thing. Anyway, man, if I was just like Kane or something, or if I was Judas and I just had like half decent damage, I used that 2 hearts, which somehow only restored 1 heart. It's supposed to restore 2, so I don't know what that's all about. But anyway, if I was Kane or Judas and like had even half decent damage, this would be so much easier. But anyway, Conquest is almost dead, and so am I, so we'll see who dies first, I suppose. Possibly the longest boss fight of all time in this game. And he is charging this way, so as long as I just stand here and fire that way, it looks like I can... Oh my goodness. My reaction time is so bad. And Conquest is going off the screen now, so that's going to make it difficult to hit him if he continues to do that. Crack this guy. If I get hit by this, I'm dead. But I did not get hit by it, which is a good thing. And he is almost dead. He's so close to dead. Come on, you can do it, man. Maybe not. I know Eve isn't a man, and I apologize for saying that, but... And so close. Just like a few more hits with my tears that are doing pretty much 0 damage at all. And he's doing a charge attack again, which is really lame. Can I kill him on this charge? No. Come on, he's been like completely at no health for a long time. And yeah, I'll definitely just be taking the Book of Revelations if I survive and don't like die immediately on the next floor, but... Alright, so we get 2 soul hearts and a cube of meat. I thought that guy was supposed to drop the pony, but maybe not. I don't know. I could have sworn Conquest drops the white pony as his item. I suppose he doesn't though, so... Boss trap room for the belt, that is totally not worth it. And we get a slot machine here. I get 3 plays on it. I don't think I have much of a chance of getting enough sense to visit the shop on this floor, so I'll just do this and be rewarded with a fly, but I will blow it up and get a troll bomb in return and my bomb back. So that means I have like 1 shot of finding the secret room on this floor, and that's about it. 1 more room, and it's knights, which is, you know, not a good thing. They're fairly easy to kill and to dodge for most people, not for me, but I'll try my best to not take damage during this room, and I really can't afford to take any damage at all, otherwise the run is pretty much doomed. Oh my goodness, I could have so easily avoided that, and I took a damage, but we get the dead bird out now, which isn't the worst thing in the world, I suppose, since he can easily, much easier than me at least, hit the knights. So I guess I can just like stand back and let the dead bird do his work. So that's a time-consuming way to deal with the floor since the dead bird doesn't do very much damage. I don't know if the dead bird's damage is based on my damage. I would not be surprised since my damage is so bad, but... Alright, dead bird, come on, help me out. Destroy this guy. So I gotta say, yeah, my general overall luck during this run has been pretty poor. And I don't think I will be beating Eve until I get a run that's actually pretty darn lucky. So another slot machine. I guess I could blow it up, but... And we get the Chub boss fight, so that usually isn't too difficult, but you know, you gotta realize I'm doing no damage at all here, so it's gonna take a long time. And this is also a pretty constricting small room, so if I get a whole bunch of chargers out attacking me, we'll see how it goes. But yeah, if this room like fills up with chargers, it's pretty much going to be death. And I took damage there. The dead bird gets out though, which is kind of a good thing, I suppose. Shop there, but I only have 1 cent, so a shop isn't too useful to me right now. And Chub's almost dead, so hopefully I will be able to kill him. Dead bird is helping out a lot, so I really do appreciate that, buddy. But anyway, drop me like 5 hearts that are also hearts. That would be awesome. He dropped me 1, so I don't begrudge him too much for that. And we go into a room full of leapers, a bomb fly, and a red fly. Not the hardest room in the world, but definitely not one of the easier ones either. And of course I got hit there twice. Dead bird comes out. Man, I don't even know how many times I've hit this red fly and it still hasn't died yet. I mean, I know that they do have a lot of health, but we get the umbilical cord. I'm not 100% sure what that does, but I mean, flat penny for me is essentially useless, so anything that does at least something is better than something that's useless, in my opinion. I say it's useless not because it's a bad trinket, because it's a good trinket, but I do have 26 keys already, and I have no need of keys. All I have a need of is a massive amount of damage upgrades and hearts, and those are the only things that I really need right now. So I seem to be shooting like Oh, I guess the umbilical cord gives you some homing tears. A small amount of them. So I'm on half a heart, and it looks like some sort of secret room is down here, so we'll check that out. So I do have the Spelunker's helmet. Room full of red hearts. Very helpful. I'll have to keep that in mind for later if I come across a blood bank or something. That might potentially be life-saving. And room full of guts, which somehow I get hit by, even though they're, you know, one of the easiest enemies in the game. But that's just me playing Isaac. I get hit by the easiest stuff in the game. All the time. But here's the boss room, which I'm not going to go into because I want to get my item room first. And hopefully it'll be something good, but we'll see. I would also like to explore the secret room, the regular secret room, not the top secret room. And we'll see how that goes as well. I could blow up that slot machine. And I suppose since I don't have to like check where the secret room is or anything, that's going to be worth it. So load up, get a pill. All my pills this run have been bad. Please be health up. Bad gas. Okay. Still sticking on the trend of all bad pills, I see. And my item room hopefully is in here. No, we get a champion hive and 3 normal hives. So that's a bit annoying. My dead bird is out. He's not doing anything at all, though. So hopefully that changes soon. I hope this champion hive drops like 5 hearts. That would be awesome. Well, I do have that top secret room chock full of hearts, though. Maybe I should have saved a bomb so I can access that again. And we do get some sense from him, which is not what I wanted, but I need another bomb drop because I completely forgot about that top secret room full of hearts. And by the looks of it, I'll probably need to go back and heal up pretty soon. So that would be handy to get a bomb drop from this particular floor. We'll see how it goes. Or this particular room, I should say. The red chest, so a soul heart and 2 cents. Very welcomed. Hopefully top secret room is here. Nope, room full of Mr. Moz though, which is, you know, not exactly what I wanted. I got hit there, which is absolutely no surprise. This is a really hard room to not take damage. I just walked into a head. Oh my goodness, I could have easily avoided that, and I just completely walked into it for no reason whatsoever. Or I walked into a torso or something. I don't know, I walked into something. So hopefully my item room and my secret room are coming up soon. Book of Revelations is recharged, so I'm going to use that, although I'm burning through soul hearts like it's no one's business. Speaking of no one's business, this room full of gazing goblins is not something I'm particularly excited about. But anyways, we'll hopefully be able to get these guys down. My damage is just so low, it's really hard to hit them, but I guess the only good thing about taking damage is the dead bird is helping me out a lot. It really is. And there is a champion here as well. I haven't destroyed his... Okay, I've destroyed one, just as I said that, but hopefully this champion one, because champions always drop a consumable item upon death, so hopefully he drops like 5 soul hearts, that would be great. And epic fetus. If he dropped both of those, I would be happy. So dead bird, come on, take him out. He did drop a heart, so that's something I can rejoice in, and a half a heart as well. So full health, even though full health is only a whopping 3 red hearts. Hopefully something epic is in here. We get the news, or transcendence, I believe. So that means I can fly, which is a good thing. Hey, I mean, every single Isaac run that I've won so far, I think I can fly in, or most of them. But golden chest here, which gives me some bombs, which is always a good thing. But anyway, this flying is going to help me out quite a bit. I don't know if it's going to be run changing. You know, odds are it's probably not. It's definitely going to help out in this room though, since I can dodge the brain trails. Stepping on them won't damage me like it would if I was not flying. So this room would probably be possibly the death of me if I wasn't flying. So I gotta say that Transcendence helps out a lot. I'm very thankful for that. I'm up to 10 cents now after I pick up this coin. If that secret room did have money in it, I could have visited the shop. But it's probably going to be greed anyway. If I get a nickel drop for this room or a future room, because I guess there are a couple more rooms to go. And since it is the depths, I think I will explore them. We get the Game Kid, which I'm not sure if I want the Game Kid or Book of Revelations more. I could just like take the Game Kid and use it on Mom. But anyway, I want to visit these last couple rooms to get some Book of Revelations charges. But yeah, if I use it on Mom, I actually won't be able to go back. So once that I use it on Mom, that's it. I can't exit the Mom's boss fight once she's dead. I have to actually go back into the womb. Or, not back into the womb, I just have to go into the womb if I visit Mom. So I won't be able to get the Book of Revelations back. The thing is, I don't have a Nun's Habit though, so if I visit the shop and get a Nun's Habit, then I'll take the Book of Revelations, but it would have to be discounted. to get it. I cannot believe I got hit there. That was so dumb. And we get 2 soul hearts as the drops for this room, so that's pretty cool. I guess if I visit the shop and I don't have enough money for it, that's not overall a bad thing. I'm just gonna blow this up, because no thanks. Please drop a nickel. Oh my goodness, I'm 1 cent short. I will visit the shop anyway and just pray that it's discounted, or whatever the item in there is discounted. If it's the nun habit and it costs 15 cents, I'm gonna cry, but hopefully that's not the case. Anyway, we'll see. And I'm gonna open up the shop, and it's greed. Okay, so you know what? I'm just gonna escape. Oh, you can't escape the shop when it's greed. Alright, good to know. So I found greed twice and only 1 regular shop. That's really annoying. That's actually pretty darn unlucky. That doesn't normally happen. Now, I don't even have a lot of money here. Like, your chances of facing greed is based about... How did I get hit there? Oh my goodness. But your chances of facing greed is based on how much money you have. So if you don't have a lot of money, you don't have a very high chance of actually finding greed. So I'm just getting so unlucky during this run. Other than Transcendence. The Transcendence item was good. Everything else... The health upgrades were good, but I got a health downhill, so I kind of messed that up. But yeah, pretty much for the most part, everything has just been bad and more bad during this run. So, I mean, it's time to fight Mom, I guess. You know, I'm going to take the Game Kid. Just because I don't think I have much of a chance against Mom without it. Now, the Game Kid also heals you, so I'll use it after I've taken a couple of hits, because you can eat enemies with it. I believe that it heals a heart when you eat them. So it says there's a heart back up in this room here, so definitely going to take that just to make sure I'm full health. And I'll take the Game Kid. Even though the Book of Revelations is good, it's just so much better if you have a Nun's Habit, and I don't have a Nun's Habit, so it seems like I get Nun's Habit so much, but I never get it when I have Book of Revelations. I only get the Nun's Habit if I don't have Book of Revelations, which is kind of annoying. It's like I get to choose between one or the other, but I can never have both at the same time. Because if you have both, you're basically invincible. But anyway, time to fight Mom. And we'll see how this goes. Probably, most likely, going to experience death here. Especially because my damage is just completely poop. But we'll see. I don't think I have any chance of defeating the womb. But yeah, again, we'll see. So after I take a couple hits, I will use the Game Kid just so I can use that to heal up. If I'm wrong about the Game Kid healing you, and that's not what it does at all, I'm sorry, but that's just what I have been told. And yeah, I'm sorry if that is incorrect, but anyway, I can't even kill these maw heads, because, like, oh my goodness, the damage is so bad. So I got hit there, I got Dead Bird out, which is, you know, not the worst thing in the world. I got hit there again by those hands. Those are just the worst part of this fight, is the hands that pop out. Are you gonna... Oh my goodness, what's with all the hands? Just stomp, please. So I'm gonna use the Game Kid now. So I'm gonna heal up. And you know, I healed a full heart there, which is good, I guess. And Mom's half dead, but I just got stomped again. So yeah, there's no chance. I'm not gonna beat this fight. But I'll keep trying. I do have the Dead Bird out, so if he could do some damage for me, that would be very helpful. But one more, like, stomp that I take, or one more hand that I take, I'm dead. I could have so easily avoided that. So I think this run is just a prime example of how much I suck at Isaac. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. I'm not going to beat Eve anytime soon. This is just ridiculously hard. And farewell.